What is this equation, and why do black holes look so large if their mass is in a single point? A Schwarzschild radius is the radius of a theoretical sphere that changes based on mass, and tells us why black holes form. For example, if the Earth's mass was packed into a volume the size of a marble, then the Earth's matter would collapse into a black hole. But how does this work? The way this equation was derived was when Carl Schwarzschild took the equation of escape velocity, the velocity required to escape the gravitational pull of mass. The formula is V equals rad 2gm over r, where V is velocity, g is the gravitational constant, m is the mass of a body being escaped, and r is the radius of the body being escaped. Schwarzschild set V equal to c, the speed of light, then changed the equation so r equals 2gm over v squared, or r equals 2gm over c squared. He changed the equation to show the radius of a body with m mass needed, where the escape velocity is the speed of light. This is the Schwarzschild radius formula, and it defines the radius of a theoretical sphere. If you could compress matter into a sphere slightly larger than the theoretical breaking point, it would have an immense gravitational pull, but light would still be able to leave the object. An example of this are neutron stars. They are very dense, and yet they emit light. However, if you compressed it into a sphere smaller than the Schwarzschild radius permits, then it would have a gravitational pull so strong that light would not be able to escape, thus forming a black hole. However, the Schwarzschild radius does not define the actual distribution of mass within the black hole. A black hole's mass is all concentrated in the center in what is known as a singularity, an infinitesimally small point. The Schwarzschild radius is simply the distance from the singularity where light and anything moving slower than it cannot escape the gravitational pull. It just appears black because no light can escape it, thus we see nothing, creating the large spherical shape of large black holes. Most detectable black holes are formed from large stars with stellar masses that dwarf the single stellar mass of our Sun. In order for these black holes to form, they usually erupt into violent supernovae. This is followed by a collapse when the star's matter compresses and compacts into a smaller volume. Betelgeuse, a nearby red supergiant, will become a supernova within 200,000 years. In stars like our Sun, the star would collapse into a red dwarf after expansion. However, due to the enormous mass of stars that undergo a supernova explosion, as mass rushes back to the center of gravity for the former star, it compresses the star's matter into a sphere with a radius smaller than the Schwarzschild radius. That's how black holes form, and why a singularity can appear larger than a single point. And as always, thanks for watching.